that I've got coming out. You really need to get hold of a Punisher and a Apollo as soon as you possibly can, because you've been away for 2 years. That's a long time to be away from this game.
Yeah, I was in the same boat like you, Monster, and that's the best advice that somebody can give you. Try to get as soon as possible some ship that has assault and siege deflection, so you can deal with the PvE with that. And those are all the chores you have every single week. The best way is to try to get on the mines the Crusaders, and with the Crusaders try to get the next one, that is the Centurion, which is going to be a bit difficult. It's a pity that you came late, because if you have come last month on the raid, you could have been getting that Punisher that he's playing now. To me, it's the best ship to do chores so far. Other thing that I could advise you is that if you want to do Forsaken mission, since you may not have any good hull to put ballistics on, try to go with the mortar fleet. If you have the DNX or the DN, those are good to do. And if you by a chance had the Nova Storm, I don't think so, because you said 2 years. That's another one good to go with.
Yeah, I'm opening Nova Storm at the moment. I'm about half 4, I think, with it, something like that now.
Yeah, but if you have the Nova Storm and using those Punishers as tank, you could even try doing the Forsaken mission hitting the new 109, because the Nova Storms with a good tank in front are able to get the 109. There is a video from Toyota Session, one of the moderators, and you can see it. But I think it's not the only one that has shown that, because the 109 is very, very weak to those explosions from the mortars, but strong to all the other sorts of damage.
Right. Well, I ain't actually built the Nova Storm yet. I have opened it up and unlocked it in Foundry, but I haven't actually.
Yeah, you may have, because you are hitting all the time 60s, I see, and so you have been collecting the fragments for it.
Yeah. And it's at R4 at the moment.
Normally, you get the good boost on them from R4 in advance, so R4 and R5. So if you have hit R4, you're pretty good.
Right. It's just finding when to build it, innit, really? I mean, I'm at the moment pushing my subs out, so I'm stuck with Elrafe at the moment. That's what I've got in shipyard right now, Tito.
What you have on the shipyard right now, you said? That's up, no? That you were building yesterday?
Yeah, the Hellwraith.
What did you end putting on that?
I only went and put what's it called? The Ablative Armour 3, the Sealed Fire Charge, and then 7, 8 of the Sharon torpedoes. That's what I've got in it at the moment. You'll see it anyway. It'll come up on screen in a minute, because I've gone into the shipyard to show you.
Yeah, I am watching already. You are 20 seconds delay unless you put more.
Yeah, 20 seconds I think it is.
That's the custom, the minion you get.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got one of them coming 8 days, 17 hours. And then when I get these 2-day tokens today, that'll be 6 days and 17 hours. Sorry, yeah, 6 days. And at the moment, we're not doing bad. 38 million points more. You know the Punisher that you need for the 109 then? What kind of build would it need on it?
Sorry, go ahead. I was making numbers because I was looking at the data stream because they changed the subs again,
Right.
the sub targets. You were asking for Punisher build for what?
You know, for the 109s, what kind of build would it need?
You have Gales?
Well, I have, but they're actually on my Frosty and my V2H.
Because build that is working very good is you put Gale 1, at least 2, Gale 2, at least 2, 3 more, and 1 Gale 3, 3 Phalanx 4, and 1 launcher and teapot if you have it, or so, and then you put Speed 5, MX3, evade, the Guidal Scramble, the evade upgrade, and the frontline countermeasure. But in those tanks, it's important that they are at least on the school rank, because that's the way that your countermeasures work the best. And then for armor, you can go with the D3s or the D2s of one of evade, one of missile, one explosive is working quite good.
Alright.
You are getting the important is the 90% at least on the penetrative. Explosive can go a bit lower because you with the Gales, if you have that number, you are going to probably cut down all those mortars, and that's all you need actually, because it's the missile that is doing you most of the damage, because those mortars are easy to stop.
Alright, I've actually got that Punisher built. No, wait a minute, wrong one. Let me find out which one it is. Is it that one? Yeah, I've actually got that. That's my anti-mortar, anti-missile Punisher. Will that work at all? I think I've got wrong defense on it really. I've got reactive armor 3. Or is it reactive armor 3? It's repairing at the moment, isn't it? Gone off it. It's that one anyway. That's my tank that I use.
Yeah, but you see, that's one mistake that people do when they play tanks. If you play it that way, you are making it in a way that, okay, it's a bit faster because you put the nuclear accelerators, but that build with ballistic forced you to use one special that you're not needing. And the radioactive there, it's a mistake. The radioactive, what's the name?
But the reflecting coating 3?
Yeah, reflecting coating, because there is no such radioactive there. You prefer to go with Guidal Scramble most of the time in those, because you get more evade out of it.
Okay.
You can use it if you fear but there is nothing there that is actually radioactive. Right. Or it's a secondary that's very low.
Well, this actually is built for tanking out dubs and mines, is this one?
Yeah, but well, now that you are getting the tokens for 3 or 4, when you finish your sub, maybe the only thing you need to do is just build a new tank.
Yeah.
There's people doing the mines with mortar fleets. You just need to replace the tank, right, or make a new one.
Yeah, I think I'll do that actually. I was talking about doing an anti-mortar full tank and an anti-missile full tank of Punisher, but I don't know where.
No, you want an anti-missile and anti-mortar. It's good, but get in mind that the moment that that one dies, you have to go back to the base again.
Yeah. You've not got no help in your sector at all, monster. Well, jump to sector 500, man. I mean, I can't help you much, but I can get people to help you.
Yeah, I suggest you move to a sector where there is a lot of activity and people willing to go to the orange level, because most of the time they prep armadas and they just offer them because the only thing they want is that somebody take them so they can hit the orange. Is where I am now. And when you are hitting those targets, you get most of the time 3 shards, so it's very easy to collect.
Yeah, come to sector 500, monster, with us. There's a couple of us in here, front stream anyway. Right, so I need to get another one out. Actually, monster, I don't know whether you've done this or not, but I'm on a follow train. You see that link that's just come up? If you click on that link, you'll actually vote for me on follow train. And we've gone from 100th right up to 5th and back down to 9th and 10th at the moment. So everybody who hits it, it just adds one, one viewer to my amount of viewers that have hit it. And if you can do that every 24 hours, that'll be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there's a couple of us in here. There's Gangscan Jr. He's in stream. There's me, G Daddy D, and then there's mine. Actually, Legman's come from. He's Wayne from. Well, he's not from Cribs and he's not from BV really. He's just a player like myself who goes on both shows. I think he's been on TFC as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw you were in TFC last night. Well, last Saturday. I went last week to the TFC.
There's not really much advice I can give, but as a non-coiner, I want to stress that the game is still playable. You know what I mean? Even as a non-coiner.
The problem with most of the non-coiners that complain is that they want to be at the same level of the coiners, and that's something that is not possible.
Yeah, it's not on at all. Like you just can't do it because they coined them fleets to get out a month before you've even heard of it. There's another one gone out. It's a slow way of doing it, but it is possible doing it even this way. It's the seat time that I've got, you see. Not a lot of people have got seat time and want to get it done fast.